Next tonight, they look after our most vulnerable ones in their time of need. But hospices in our region are facing spiralling costs, with many saying they urgently need more help in the run-up to Christmas.
Willen Hospice in Milton Keynes is only part funded by the NHS, with the majority of their income coming from fundraising.
Well, heating is a big part of the added costs, with an extra £500,000 needed in order to keep residents warm, as Matthew Hudson reports.
We're going to get your hair done this afternoon, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because the lady said there's a nice hairdressers down here.
Precious time together for Janice Evans and her daughter Philippa at the Willen Hospice in Milton Keynes. Janice has only been here a few days, but her whole family has been impressed with the kindness they've received.
It's not just the nursing care, it's the other care that they give you. How can I explain that?
They don't just look after you, Mum, they look after us as well.
They do, don't they?
We've had several moments where we've been a bit upset, and there's always a member of the team there.
Yeah.
Adult hospices face spiralling costs. At Willen, they've had to budget for an extra £500,000 in heating costs this year, and they're only part funded by the NHS.
Not many people realise, I don't think, that hospices don't generally get fully funded by the NHS. We just get 15% of our funding on a recurrent basis from the NHS. The rest of it, about 4.5 million, is made up by fundraising and retail activities, so that we can provide the full range of services here at the hospice.
And with most of us feeling the pinch and charities competing for donations, hospices are urging us all to dig deep in the run-up to Christmas for a sector which provides care in people's final days. Sue Marvin's mum, Anne Drake, passed away here on Christmas Day 2019. Sue has been helping with fundraising as a thank you for the care she received.
She was somewhere where people had time to look after her. She wasn't conscious for the last few days anyway, but we certainly felt that she was being looked after, and we were being looked after as well. So that made a huge difference.
The charity Hospice UK says with everything costing more, most sites can't maintain current levels of care without going into the red.
They're under pressure, and they have been consistently over the last couple of years. Hospice UK did some research recently, and 96% of hospices have said they're going to budget for a deficit. And that's going to be in the region of a collective £100 million.
Different health providers give their local hospices differing levels of support. In Cambridge, the Arthur Rank Hospice receives about 60% of its costs, but it's still reliant on the public for the rest.
I think the question for society is, do we think it's okay that people who are living with a life-limiting illness or are at the end of their lives, and those who love them, have to depend on income generation and fundraising to provide the sort of care that we need?
No one likes to think about people needing palliative care at Christmas or at any time. But some of us will need it, and hospices say we need a conversation about how they're funded to help ensure people pass away in comfort and with dignity. Matthew Hudson, ITV News, Milton Keynes.